Follow is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1. We started today in the Tunnel of Unknown, on the stream, in a little bit of a spot of contention, an inflection point, you may add. But tonight, we go into Twilight. Into that tunnel, we may or may not know. It's been a wild year for both Stingray and Tagoe. Let's start off with the Sting, the slaying Sting. For Sting, it's been about two things, and two most important things all season. It's been about just finding the edge and making things a little cleaner on ammo. He knows at the end of the day, there's two things left to go. One, go out there and play the defending tournament winner, which we saw Christian Tagoe. And two, figure out the light switch. And for good old prime time, as I like to call him tonight, prime time Tagoe going for two things. Of course, the win. Defend the one from last year, which is the classic. But if he gets those two wins that he just needs, and maybe a series wins to boot, he'll be joining the 100-win club. And would tie very goal if he can get the 4. Something's got to give for Tagoe. Something's got to give for Stingray. Stingray with 4 wins, Tagoe with 2. But anything can happen. It's T5. It's the apocalypse. Welcome to Apocalyptic August. Welcome to Primetime Uno. Welcome to MRE Uno. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the final game of the night. It's been a wild 6-pack of Uno. A wild day, to say the least. We have had everything from Game 7s to classic miscues and everything in between. But we do end today with our 6th game and our final game. We go to that schedule. How did we get here? Well, we started off today with DJ Logan. First upset of the day. It was DJ over Logan. However, a lot of people did think this was going to happen. DJ, of course, had played Logan last year. Yeah, of course, DJ lost that game 4-1 a year ago, but he looked very good in that loss, and he found a way to beat Logan today. Then, a little bit of a stunner for some. Ed Gon, the only ranked match of this entire round. Gon figured it out on a ferry in Ireland over there. Scotty might. But he got the job done, and he'll move on to play Varigold. And then Tapir and Monaco, what a an absolute bizarre game that was. Tapir just seemed to have nothing going for him. But then all of a sudden, he just found something in game 6 and 7. And for Tapir, he takes care of business over Eric in a classic 4-3. Eric will go to the relegation tournament. We'll see what he can do a little bit later. We'll see how it goes for Tapir. He'll go the next round for Yoshi. It was an interesting day against Ellison, a non-stream. It was our third non-stream today. And for Yoshi, it was just getting through Ellison. That was a trap game, but got through. James put up a fight, but it was too much for Yoshi in the end. And then in the last game, Leah took care of Leah, though Leah did get an interesting power play bailout where it was a draw into a +2 combo. I didn't see that, but wasn't enough. Arya moves on, splits the season series with Leah, and now Arya at the 5th win of the season, looking to potentially crack the bubble open. As we know, Ed lost, and the bubble tracker is swept by Carson, swept by Vapor. Had an insane game against Brad, maybe a possible game of the season, then lost the background. But for Tagoe, it's going to be about trying to get back on the table and get the win here, as he is a defending tournament winner of this said tournament last year. And we go into the pod. It's only 2 more games after, and that'll be tomorrow. So this whole pod will be finished up by tomorrow. And that's going to be Nick Steven tomorrow, 8:30, simultaneous with Peter Rogers. And then it'll be Andy Drip at 5 o'clock tomorrow as well. That'll be the last games of this pod. So winner will play G-Man. If it's Stingray and G, that'll be new. But if it's Stingray and if it's Tagoe and G, we saw that actually in round 2 last year, a year ago. and root for Tagoe to win the whole tournament. That would be an interesting rematch for Tagoe. Got it done. Well, that's it for the pregame. It's been a long day, and it's finally about to end and come down to the final tunnel. Who will it be to see the light at the end of the night? Joining me in the booth is going to be my main man, Ard. Ard, it's good to have you, brother. Obviously, a long time coming. We saw Christian Tagoe 1 year ago. Well, I guess less than a year ago. Of course, T5 was in September. Ironically, it was September 28th, so 60 days prior, so 10 months ago. Take home the business in T5, which was space. Now we're in the apocalypse. What's your thoughts on what he's got to do? And thoughts on Stingray, too, because Stingray is a guy that, maybe not the best season in terms of resume, but really good in terms of growth. 4 wins, looking for that 5th win on the year. What's he got to do to stop the freight train that is Tagoe?
Well, I think I'm going to start with Stingray here. Really, I think he's just got to know what he can do best. And that is what has gotten him the 4 wins. But what he needs to do is the consistency. And that's what is going to have to take him far into the tournament and try to at least maybe try to build up that resume. But on the other side here for Tagoe, he's in this. He was in not in the same spot last year. He was kind of in a tough spot 10 months ago, but it is about to. He's about to have to try to do something. Not all the other previous tournament winners in the past have been able to do, and that's win the tournament they won in last year. He won in T5. He's gonna have to try to rekindle that run to try to pull off another spectacle in his T5.
Yeah, sorry about some of the intros. Short's internet was a little buggy. I didn't catch the intro on the preview. I think we are good now, but the preview real quick, and it's going to be Christian Tagoe versus Sting, as I said. I'm just going to pull it up right now on my end of here because I did not see that. Just going to go back to that. Give me 1 second. But all right, I guess I'll ask another question while I get that preview up. Give me a second here. What do you think Stingray's got to do? Obviously, you played him earlier in the season. What makes his game special? Give us the lowdown.
Really, you got to think Sting has a certain style that can be interesting to go against if you can counteract with a certain style that can outplay him. I couldn't figure out that outplaying style, and that is something that can really make him really, really interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if he can outplay. Obviously, he did take care of business. Let's go to the preview real quick before I get to the players. And the preview as goes follows. It will be Sting Tagoe. CPU going with Tagoe 4-3. Tagoe, 2-time medalist, of course. Last year, we did not hand out a trophy. We do hand out a trophy this year. Last year, T5 was not a major. This is our first year in the league having T5 as a major. T5 was not a major last year. Sting's never gotten a medal. However, he has a career best of 5th. That was back in T2 24. So we'll see what he can do. 4-4 for, as I said, Sting. The blue +4 for Tagoe. The yellow 5 for Stingray. Nuclear and Tunnel on the cards. 7-10 split. Winner gets G. There's your matchup preview. Now let's get to the players. Let's start it off with Sting. Sting, welcome to T5, my friend. Obviously, it's been a while since I've done a stream game for you. Your thoughts on playing Tagoe? You've seen him around the book. Obviously, you know him from other leagues and whatnot. What makes this game special, and how do you attack this last tournament, knowing that you also are in a position more of a no man's land, nothing to lose, and everything to gain? Talk me through it, buddy. Go ahead. Yeah, well, Sting types, I'll go with Tagoe CT. Tagoe. A little bit of the banter classic. But nah, feel free, Sting, to answer, my friend. Go ahead. And Tagoe, your thoughts on this game against Sting? Obviously, you guys know each other. I got you. I'll let them deal that out right there. But Tagoe, you are the defending tournament winner, man. Obviously, this season has been nothing short of, let's call it like it is, hit or miss. It's been hitting when you was hitting. Obviously, you lost the Brad, you lost the background, but when it hit, it hit. When you lost, it's been swept out to the waters. How do you try to control the emotions knowing that you are the defending winner? You really don't have to think about Super League. You just go full balls to the wall tonight. know that every game is your last shot? Talk me through. And artists, we wait for Tagoe to answer that and go through a little bit of the antics right there. Your thoughts on what you've seen so far uh, with both these guys? Because looking at this, resume-wise, sure, maybe there's nothing going. It's becoming more of a game of... I get you, but you're just joking. It's becoming more of a game of just tactical precision, and it's got some advice from a good friend. Just going to go out there and have some fun. And I think that's really what it is, or when you're not in a position for Super League, like both these guys, there's no playoff implication. If it's Tagoe that wins, he's got a long road to hoe, and for Sting, if he wins, okay, 5 wins, but still a long way to go. I think that makes this game a little interesting because there really is no playoff. We don't really start the playoff conversation until we get to Cap Golden tomorrow. We start to get more deeper. Does that change the mindset knowing it's a little bit more free spirit? Yeah, there's one life on the line.
Not really. If you're gonna really just point this out, you're basically going into this like, you know what? If it ends, if this is my last game for the season, then I'll take it how it is. I ain't gonna be complaining about it. I'm not gonna be sad that my season's gonna end today. But for the other one, it might just be, hey, maybe this is the first step on climbing back up that mountain, trying to see if I can get up there.
Well, the mountains sometimes can be steep, and sometimes it can be shallow in those first few steps. We're about to find out if it's steep or shallow as we go through a tunnel. Caesar will eventually join us as the rep, but it'll be short taking over 2-2, 1-1-1. Sting Tagoe. Sting, you'll get the game 1 call, my friend. What are we doing for game 1, my man? Best of 7, as I said, 1 power play. We all know the format. Full send. Why not, baby? Full send. Let's do it.
Gonna start off with a full sender.
Hey, Sting, we go big or go home, right, baby? It's T5. Gotta lay it all on the line all day. All right. All right, here we go. Full sender. Can't ask for much more. We'll start it up with the 9 of Acosta. We're underway, Ard, in the first of the prime times.
Yeah,
Many prime time games coming for sure this tournament. Go for it, Ard.
Yeah, man. We started off with that yellow 9, goes down to the yellow 5.
There's Sting's card. He'll start it off with his own flex, as I like to call.
Yeah. Yep.
And there's Tagoe. What does he love? A light switch. There's 1. We talked about this, Ard. Tagoe is a light switch. Oh boy. What did you do? Fistwater's here.
Water out of nowhere.
He been here.
Yeah, that's what happens when I try to go on OBS and I have to trunk myself looking for... What, was that Rainbow off the start, Art?
Are you? Yeah, Rainbow off the start. We already got Skittles.
Skittles off the start and the Vapor. Wish him the best going through some things. Glad he's all right now. At least somewhat relative. As we continue the light switch, my goodness. Back to the red and the Ugg Sanford.
Fitzwater distracted us from the Skittles. Very depressing.
It's whatever on that part.
Someone tells me Tagoe's got all red.
Tagoe has all red.
All right. We'll see if he has all red.
I think you don't have the best hand. He's going to go crazy switch and hope for a 3-card finish. We'll see. I'll put my money on that. We'll see what goes. Now it'll be Sting's turn after the crazy switching. Like I said, this is just classic. Ooh, nothing from Sting. Yeah, Battle of Teal. And let's see what it'll be because I got to look at this as we go into the red 5. As Sting drawing it out. Let's see what will be from Tagoe. Does he have that all red? Double play right there. Already got to think that may or may not be a... I don't know. That don't signify all red to me, but we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. It's just one of those sorts of tricky things here. You might think he might have all red, but I'm not going to just push it here and just say he had, 12 cards of red? Somewhere like that?
Yeah, that would be something, Art. Let's just go with that. If he had 12 cards of red, that is something. but we'll see what it be. Wait for Sting here. It could be maybe internet. I'm not sure. As Luke joins us. Right now, you gotta think though. A lot of light switching, a lot of hit or miss with the potential what people got. That could be a little bit interesting. We know Sting likes to hold cards as a. Oh, okay. Be doing some challenge.
Whatever that meant.
It's a Survivor thing.
Uh,
By the way,
So he's
this is
doing
the
2
first
games?
of 3 straight 7-10 games on the schedule going into tomorrow.
Yeah, get your bowling pins ready on that one. As we go to the 9-6 combo. Well, we'll say it's you think most of these playoff games, there's Jay, and he'll take over the ref and do good to have you, buddy, my friend.
All
But-
yours, Caesar.
My man Jay, appreciate you. Tagoe now, we'll go into the yellow. Let's see what he's got. Let's see, because Sting's still straight nothing. No heat from Sting here, Art.
This ain't a good sign. He's all the way back up to 15 cards.
Well, if I know Sting, he's very tricky and crafty with his looks. I'm not going to say this is.
Oh, you might be looking at it right here. He's already starting to make certain moods right now.
The blue 6 now. Here comes Sting again. As Sting, I guess, looked at the table, goes for a double, and throws a +2. So Sting throws a little heat there, Art. Small heat.
Small heat, but not too much.
I feel like he just gave Tagoe some arsenal. There's no way that +2 is going to work in Stingray's favor.
Eh,
We'll see, Fitz. You're still banking on that all red. I don't know, man. He could be fading it, but I don't know about all red. We'll see. +2. That's not a lot of cards compared to a +6 or something. So we'll see if that +2 does come. As he's throwing haymakers now.
he's trying to throw some heaters, but now Tago's like, all right, let's go.
B7. What's it going to be from Sting? Sting to the yellow now. Does this give Tagoe some advantage with the save on the yellow to get the check? No, Sting, great play. No +4, Sting. Good stop for now. Let's see what he's got. And it's a KT Classic.
He pulls a classic.
That is an intriguing KT class. I'm not going to lie on a yellow, too.
And it's still working.
Yeah, that was definitely a ballsy call from Sting, but it's going to work, yeah. Humongous call from Sting. There's the switch. So there's the switch there, Art, from Tagoe into the red. Let's see what it'll be from Sting as he will go into reverse. Back to yellow, and he's going to play the... this is Drip style right here, Art. We've seen this a lot from Drip. It's Tagoe +4 right there.
Didn't matter.
I got to ask Sting. Yeah, well, Sting, there's the +4. I got to ask you, Sting, real quick, Mom. A lot of off the draw topper, right? Top Deck City. A lot of isolation, a lot of hokey pokey. Was that a case of you just didn't have much ammo and you were trying to use more isolation tactics, knowing that early in the game, Tagoe seemed to have a little bit of advantage on early runs? Talk me through it. I figured. Right.
Sorry for the language.
Yes, it is what it is. And when Tagoe got low, I was just like, "Oh, Beth, we just okay." So yeah, that's the KT Classic. I get it. I understand completely. No worries. I'll go, but yeah, I top deck. Tagoe, excluding that top deck +4, right? That little top deck magic. What was the biggest difference? That early rainbow switching, a lot of back and forth. Do you think the back and forth, the isolation switching ultimately played into your favor and you got the edge where needed? And I think that's what really put you in a good spot, I think. Just the fact that it was a light switch heavy game and so you seem to dominate. And all right, that's what we talk about Tagoe. We talk about it all the time. What does he like best? The L switch. You put the lights going on and off, that's where he cooks.
Yep, and when he was able to get into that advantage there, it just he couldn't be slowed down. It was just full speed ahead there for Tagoe to get that game one win.
Full speed ahead, yeah. And sometimes when you're going full speed ahead, you gotta know how to control that pace. And Tagoe was able to control the numbers, control the switches, and boom, got the game one winner. Big win there for Tagoe. However, he'll have no 15 on the his next home game, which will be Game 3. But it will be Sting for Game 2 as we continue to roll. Pretty good Plan BC game right there. Let's see if we can get something similar to Game 2, as we have seen a lot of 6-minute game when we saw one Ed earlier. All right, Sting, your call, man. Free board. What do we got? Sting will get the free board call. Game 2, whenever he feels is right. Tagoe up 1-0. Remember, defending T winner from last year. That was Space September. Now we're in July. Soon to be Apocalyptic August in a couple days. Nam Chamek will kick us off in August, the first game of August. Sting, you got me? Man, Pegamard or Cedar? Yeah, just ping him. Just I don't have enough free board. There we go. Could be doing one of those challenges on the orgs. We'll see. We will shall see.
Why am I not surprised? And I basically called my shot.
Well, I mean, now you go, bro. All right, we're gonna go half off. Basically, our 8 special. What will it be here? 8 special, red 5. Let's find out. Stingray looking to tie the series at 1. And right now, already gotta think if you're Stingray with a little bit lower cards, you can either play aggressive and get off the kilter and get off the path, or play this one a little bit more conservative. What do you think the strategy is going to be here from Sting?
Really, I don't know what he could do right here. Again, it he might not have gotten much from that first game, so it could be just let's see what happens when we go into about the mid card pack of going here and seeing if this works.
You're good, Sting. Well, that's classic CT, man. Switch her up. That's what he loves to do. Now we go into the green 4. Here comes Stingray. This time in the green. Can Stingray find a little bit something special on a potential switch himself, or does he play clean? Sting take his time. Sting really taking his time right here.
It might be
Goes
busy.
back to red. That's the classic art. Wow.
Oh, hot Tagoe there.
Tagoe Juice, Sting can run on the red. Here we go. Tagoe will topper though. And Sting's out. Does Tagoe switch it? Open invitation? No, he's going to play it cool this time, going to a DC. Still draw city now, so now both guys squarely into the DC, taking their time. And we talk about those draw cities. Sometimes they can be a pain in the butt as we go to red 2 now. But in this case, both guys are playing this one consistent.
Yeah, they really are, and that's gonna really if you're playing consistent here, you don't know what you might get, and that is an interesting.
That's interesting.
That is really interesting.
No, Tagoe with the crossover back. Back to the
Oh,
red. Is that a classic though?
that is a classic. Well played.
Classic off the classic into Ashley off a classic. What a sequence there. Let's see if Sting can cope with that though and live with the pace. No.
Nope.
Probably classic there. And Tagoe probably don't have much. Sting, ooh, topper though.
Good move there on the topper.
Top Deck City. Wow.
For both players.
Into the G5, and Tagoe gets us out of it. And now they're both running the greens.
It might be a drag race here to the end of this game.
Oh, well, now we go to yellow. There's the switch. 4's up.
Oh, over the blue.
Zero sugar from Sting. Into the Nick 9. Here comes Sting for the tie or for the lead. Does he have a lead or a tie? He's going to go for the +4 double and check.
Doesn't finish it. Does Tagoe have something in the tank?
What will Tagoe have in the tank? We'll find out. +2. He's going to stop and ride the tracks. And Sting says noise. He can't do anything there. Sting for 2, though. He will have it. Could have been. Yeah, it had to be game hard. Had to be game.
He had to have game right there.
Good +2 stop. Ooh, but he gets a +2. And he gets the blue off that. So that's interesting. Sting with another blue for the win? Yeah, he got double +2 blue. I knew it. 2 blues. How about that? The blues were not being sung, in a sense, for the depressing blues, but they were good blues for good old Sting as the skies opened up. Sting, big win right there, buddy. I got to ask you, when you were going through that wild sequence, blue and red, did you have confidence that it was a 2-color hand? Because most of the hands seemed to be blue and red. Was it 2-color and you were just hoping for, we're just going for a little bit more of a conservative approach there? So, okay, I'll throw the blue and maybe I can find a little bit more on 2-color, but maybe get the numbers to work out. Talk to me how the 2-color hand worked. Okay, so you had all. So maybe we're just trying to fade a little bit, go back and forth. And we'll see what he says. Tagoe, really hard to say. The KT Classic that I'm going to ask, did you have much going for you that game? Or was it a case of didn't have much going for you and you just had to throw the Classic to maybe get the draw cities in your favor? Because clearly that seemed like a desperation at the same time as a calculated move. And there it is, RC. A little desperation, a little calculation for sure.
Yeah, that was just one of those sorts of moves that you were just trying to see if it would stick, and it just determined that it wasn't gonna stick.
Just trying to work with what I had. Okay. Well, I mean, look, we've seen that before. Trust me, we have seen that before, where a lot of things can work out in the favor of certain players when you don't have anything, and then you get a topper. We've seen that before, and then we've seen in the case of Sting sometimes where you can run a pseudo plan AB with all 4 colors and connect in a finish. In this case, he ran the pseudo plan AB and he got the job done. But what's your thoughts on these first 2 games? Are really back and forth for both players. Both guys have put in a lot of switching and a lot of effort, to say the least.
Yeah, and now what we're really thinking is going into these Nets up to 5 games. It's now going to be a chess match. It's not going to be one of those sorts of strategy based. It's basically now who's going to have the more accurate moves to get the win.
The accuracy could come into play, but for right now, it will be back to Tagoe here. No 15 Tagoe, free board. What do we got, my man? Game 3, can he get the job done here and get that 100th? We'll find out. Waiting for Tagoe here, no 15. We'll see what he picks. He'll go limp, so he'll split that basically, going back up the old ladder. Jay puts it in. Big game 3. Can Tagoe clutch up? Here we go. And there's a Yoshi reverse. And then you got to think here, are reverses? A lot can go into the favor of both players. If you're Tagoe, do you want to go aggressive off the reverses, or do you play it cool? He'll play it cool in a coach. See what it'll be now from Stingray. Can he switch it? Into a yellow 5. Into his own card. Yellow 3 now into monkey. Back and forth we go. Down to the old 5-3-1 little combo right there, Ard. Into the 0. Little odd combo into the 0 sugar.
Yeah. Go up to that 7 there.
08 now into Camaro Man 55. Still waiting on the schedule for him. As there's the first switch into good old Chamek. So going to be here from Stingray. Still playing it cool. Tagoe Sting now neck and neck here, Ard. 6 is up. It will be Sting with the possession there after the draw. And they're both drawn.
Now we're just going to see who gets the right move.
Sting going to get a topper. Red 9 now.
That's going to open the door.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm looking at the card history, finally take a chance. Sting in a +2. Sometimes we've seen this art as there's the back and forth on the +2s. Mirror, mirror right there. We've seen it before where when you open up Pandora's a little more, you can get a little more aggressive. But with Game 3 lies on the line, you wonder where the inflection point's going to be. Is now both guys are going to try to camp out on this red right here. Here comes Sting. Fast paced today, or very fast. Here comes Sting with a reverse. Here we go. Oh, he gets a massive and he gets it done on a quad, Ard. How about that?
Wow.
5-bagger Stingray gets it done, and just like that, has taken the 2-1 seriously. Sting. Gotta be plan A right there, my friend. Pretty much plan A, you'd say. A little bit of some fortuitous bounce maybe on that switch into green. I don't really got much other than a pretty solid game. What was that one draw you get? Anything good on that one draw I saw? Or was that just a case of just real good plan A and +2? Did you get anything off that +2 he gave you? Or was it just had all that from the start, really? Okay. So just plan A. Got it from the start. Interesting, Art. Yeah, I mean, that's sometimes how it can go. You have from the start. I'll go to Tagoe here. I mean, Tagoe, other than the +2, can't really say you had much to work with. Was that a case of kind of trapped in a box and couldn't get out of the hole? I'm not really sure, man. Other than that, I don't have much to say on that. Or, I mean, that's the thing. We see plan A games happen from time to time. In this case, Sting just found it. Yeah, didn't have much. Yeah, other than that +2, I was gonna think kind of a low ammo game, and that's huge right there, Art, because we've talked about it before. A lot of these games they come down to 1 possession, 2 possessions. Well, when there's not enough ammo on both sides, you gotta know how to find a way to play the law of averages. In this case, it was enough for Sting to get the job done.
Yeah, it really was, and I think that's just something that Stingray really needs here. And now he's got that bit of momentum now going into game 4 here. He's still on the road, and really being on the road, that's the best thing you can do. At least win one of those games.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to can Tagoe get this to a 2-2? Sting, of course, and Tagoe with power play. We'll see if that comes in later. Let's get to it. It's Tagoe. It's once again no prime time, 15, but everything free. What do we got? Game 4, last home game for a second. We'll go OG full. All right. OG full Sendar. Your thoughts on this one?
Well, that's more of the higher area that I was thinking he could have gone for. He didn't do that with game 3, but it's gonna go here with game 4.
Playing this aggressive upper tier. Let's see if that's going to be a good move. We'll find out. Waiting for Jay Caesar. Just waiting for him to get back. There we go. There's Caesar. Let's get the 13 cards. OG full started off with good old William Brock. He was the ref tonight earlier. And you got to think now, Art, with Tagoe a little bit behind on the 8 ball, maybe not getting the best hands, where do you go to? You go to that light switch. That's what I thought. That light switch has been the number one thing you got to think for Christian Tagoe. He loves that switch. He loves to get back into the game of spicing it up, throwing some variety. Sting's going to have to adapt, but he's done a good job so far these last 2 games of adapting.
Yeah, he's done really well. Let's see if he just continues on with that.
G2 now. Here we go. Running it clean. So going to be from Tagoe. Does he switch it again? He's going hammer blow here, Art. Humongous hammer blow.
That's a big risk.
Caesar, Jeter, the starter, Brock, and now Sting. Sting says, huh. Now Sting with a lot of cards. Let's see. He'll play it one up this time. And Tagoe is still with some more. Oh, you talking to Tagoe, right? Not me. Because everyone calls me bastard. But that was a crazy move. And Art, you gotta think two things, right? Two things that come to mind, right? Well, gamesmanship. Two things that come to mind. Did Tagoe throw that because he had nothing and just threw the kitchen sink? Or, as we go back to red, or was it a case of, I got a stacked hand, now you got to get to the clean end finish? Let's see. Because right now, it's hard to read on which move that will be at the end of the day. Got to ask him.
Yeah, we'll see what he can answer at the end of this. He's already saying, let's do 13 for the next game.
Goes to the yellow. Let's see. It's gonna work. Hey, it's gonna work though. That yellow wild. No classic. It's working. But once again, wrong number. Sting been able to find the numbers there are. Oh, but Sting does find the number. Tagoe tried to find the red, but he can fade the yellow back. What? Crazy move and Sting's out, but Tagoe's out. Yeah, that ends that game. Crazy sequence, Art. Sting with a topper. Maybe. I know how he plays it. He knows how to be tricky with these numbers.
He can be really sneaky.
Yeah, he's real sneaky there. And Tagoe's juice. Now Sting can run the greens. And he will. He will run the greens. Tagoe back to reds. Christmas in July. Oh, but we get out of that Christmas in July with some snow in July with a little blue to Nick. From Alan. From Brian. Is there a rainbow? No. Double play. Ellison into the gangsta. Rain in July. Here come. That's normal. Thunderstorm heaven. Let's see what will be from Tagoe or Stingray. Tagoe has Sting on the ropes again. Does he have another answer to get out of it? +4. That will answer it.
That will definitely answer it. But does Tagoe get something here with that +4?
Does he need to get anything? He's been really confident in the red, but he'll play it cool. No red that time. Sting in the blue. What will it be from Tagoe? Blue 6, Sting for the win for 3-1. He got it. Wow.
Wow. What the flex. What a flex.
I was going to cuss right there.
Is bro that surprised, or was he just playing like deep mind games?
That was deep.
Well, before we get to Sting, I got to ask Tagoe, man, was that the only thing why was that the only action? Was that right? Those +2s was it? You might as well throw the hammer. Wow. Was it? I mean, let me scroll up. Yeah, or I think he's right. I mean, he had a lot of the red. We talked about the reds was clean. He was basically just running a red hand and hoping that maybe, just maybe, Sting would juice out in the reds. But unfortunately, that +6. Sting, what'd you get in that +6 return? Because that definitely made a difference for sure. Go ahead, Shorty. Want to say something?
Clearly, it had to have done something if he was outright saying GG's halfway through the game.
Sorry, Casey, but I don't know.
We don't know, but he somehow was able to pull out the win.
I don't know where we go.
What the turning point was. That's my question.
Hey, Sting, we in a tunnel, man. You know, at the end of the day, it's tunnel vision. At the end of the day, we don't really know. Right, we're in the apocalypse. Sometimes you're not going to know when you run through that tunnel. You just see the light, you run towards the light, right? No, I mean, the only thing I could think of is maybe, well,
Some
I
people
didn't.
do that. Some people do that, though.
Well, I mean,
Sting is aura farming and is trying to deflect.
I don't know, Sting, man. You were running through that tunnel with the light. That's all I got to say. That's all I can really say. But let's get back to the key moment here, Art. Now Sting with the power play. Tagoe down 3-1. It will be Sting's call. Tables have turned. What do you think? What do you think Sting's got to do to close it down? How does Tagoe respond? Because this is now on the ropes. Yeah, no 13 for sure. Or do you?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Stingray can do here. Luckily, he's on. He has the advantage here. We'll just see what he can go for right here.
Yeah, you're good for the call, man. What do you feel is right? 8, 11, or 13. That's off the board.
Bad.
That's not a can/mace situation.
Now it's are you? Are you ready? Make the call.
All right, let's see what we'll do. God. You're good to call, Sting. Don't worry about it. It's all to be or not to be. We'll wait for the call.
He's gonna go 9.
Jay Caesar. Don't care.
Don't care. Didn't ask. Cry about it.
We all know Jay. He not messing around tonight.
He doesn't mess around at all.
Classic Caesar, Mom. Jay Caesar in the building. All right. And Tagoe once again, Ard, throwing the heaters.
He's basically swinging for the fence.
Well, we'll see. Sting's done a great job all night of playing that patient game, letting Tagoe do his thing. A little banter with the ref right there. And once again, Ard, an open door for Stingray to just run the yellows. Tagoe juiced.
That's been what has been hurting Tagoe here.
He
Is
gets
when
the
he
switch.
it's basically once he gets juiced on one color, Stingray takes that to his advantage.
Tagoe another +2 heater. But yeah, right now I've got to say here, Ard, this is all Christian. This is all Sting needs just to keep going back to Raw City, play it out where it lies. He's got the advantage. Tagoe definitely gonna have to fight tooth and nail on this one, as he'll go to the G4. What will it be here from Sting? What topper does he get into the G4? Does he have a top deck of his own? Does he have a green? Take
It would be
his
huge.
time loading up. Yes, sir.
It would be huge to switch it right here,
No
but
switch.
he's not.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to make note of the fact that in the 23 people, including the CPU that picked and pick 'em, this game because Tagoe's in it, so he doesn't count. Sting is the second least picked favorite higher seed in the entire tournament, next to Ed, who lost earlier to Gone.
Well, we'll see. It's a long way to go, and Sting's got the advance 3-1 with that power play. At any point, he can drop. So Tagoe gonna have to fight this one tooth and nail. Here comes Sting. This might give.
Yeah, you're playing a legend. That's probably why.
Hasn't been the season for Christian Tagoe. He hasn't had the season like he may have wanted, but We'll see what it will be at the end of the day. As if we go to draw city, as Tagoe will continue with Sting looking to final it. Wait, what? Sting was at 20 cards. There's a comeback noted. That's rare, man.
Ah,
Oh, but Sting goes back to the green ISO. No, but Tagoe gets out of it. Oh, here we go. Or how about that? Pop the rainbow, pop the Skittles.
at least we got some more Skittles.
Nah, we'll call it a come. That's good. I lost track, to be honest. We were having that little banter when you came in with the prediction thing. All right. Well, I know. I wouldn't pedal. I'm talking about just a comeback. I don't care, man. As Sting now will have another +2 thrown at him. I mean, how many times has Tagoe thrown a +2 here, Arden? Sting's been getting the rewards and reaps of something off that. Let's see if it happens again. Let's see what it'll be. Sting taking his time here. Sure, you gotta get the 8:30 reminders. I need you for the other two games. Nick and Steven and Peter, I need you to do the reminders. Roll away on that. Appreciate it. Or somebody. Appreciate that. Sting will play cool. Here comes Christian Tagoe now. Does he have the 6 switch? No, but he's got the red 5 down to DJ.
Stingray could do something right here. You don't know what if he can right now.
He could have something in the back end. We'll see. Tagoe right now has been able to run it down, and he will go to the switch to blue. But Tagoe had won it earlier, though. See if that's enough. There's the game, Art. He gets the reverse combo. That's game. And I think that one definitely was more of a case of Tagoe had a little bit more of an early drawer on the hands where he decided to use a little plus. Tagoe, was that finally the +2s, more enough +2s, a little bit of draw city where you finally had some stuff to work with and you flushed Sting out? Was that finally enough to get the job done? In that case, something more to work with compared to those last 2 games? Things to work. Was the ultimate turning point the blue +2 in your opinion, or was it the not the blue +2, the yellow? What was the first one? Let me go back. The green +2 ultimately was that enough to work with, and then the blue +2. Did you feel you just didn't want to stack, want to separate them, don't want to go too crazy with? No things to work with. Yeah, similar to game 1's thing. Thanks, Brad, for the reminder. And then it'll be Austin Rogers' game. Appreciate that. And Peter.
I'm typing that one out right now.
All right, thank you, Brad. Thanks, sure. All right, a little bit. It worked out. So Sting didn't have much to work with there. So that's basically was the +2s, man. It was the +2s. And we see it with those +2s. Sometimes they can be hit or miss, and ultimately this was a hit for Tagoe to get the win there.
Yeah, it really was, and that was something that we were kind of waiting on during game number 4 here. Luckily, it works game 5, but he still has his back against the wall. But it is his homestand here for game number 6.
Yeah, Tagoe won't be able to do any 9 or 15, but before we get to that, I mean, Tom, I'm not going to do a ceremony because I know you got work the next morning, but you did get the 100. We will always make a post. It is your 100th career game win in the regular season. Congratulations. You joined myself, Sanford, Yepez, Vapor, Caesar, this regular season only, Ashley, Golden, now yourself, and G. Thoughts on getting 100 career wins, man? Obviously, it's been, what now? It's been 2.5 years you've been in this league, in a sense. Got to there, it took 3 years, but almost. What are some great memories, obviously excluding your tournament win, of this league? And to get to that 100 mark. And we talk about it, or we'll go to you now. It's not easy to get to that 100 mark, man. It was a long road for Ty. I remember last year he was, 87 at the end of last year, or some ludicrous number. He was up there, and now it's been a year to more just forget. And he's looking to regain some of that traction. Thoughts on that?
Well, he's got a big step up right here, especially with that win. Who knows? We might be talking later down the line of him not just getting all the way up to historic numbers on the amount of
Probably.
games played, but who knows? He could be one of those players to get the 200 wins.
Yeah, man. I mean, I remember that game. Good old vacation. Tate. Oh, man. That was 2 years ago. That's crazy. That's crazy. 2 years ago, vacation, Casey. Now you got the tournament win. You're at 100. So, man, that's a special. That's special. We'll see. Congratulations to Tagoe. He's been through a lot. We'll get him that post out. I'll get him out later for the 100 win club. I'll get him that role. Actually, since I'm not on OBS, I can give him that role now, so it doesn't affect my OBS night. So I can go. So there you go, Ty. I got you your 100 win club role. I'll get you that post a little later, no matter what happens. Congratulations, man. Again, on that 100 in the regular season. Well, it's only fitting. Tagoe, your call for Game 6 after getting out Hundo. What are we doing here? We've seen a lot of people do the magical 10, but he'll go 14. Here we go. 14 cards, gotta do it. Double OG. Sting will get the last call if we go to Game 7. Can Sting finish that or is Tagoe force one? Here we go, Art.
Here we go.
Red 8, indeed. Tagoe looking to force the G7. Sting looking to close it out. Let's see what will be for both. There's the switch. Yeah, that's a huge switch right there. You got to think, with the switching being prominent all night, something was going to give for sure. Green 6 now into the Vapor G6 right there. Another switch from Tagoe as he continues to light the board up.
Giving a shout out to Vapor.
What will be from Sting? He'll get another switch, Art. That's not a rainbow. That's Trip 6. How about Devil's Wild? We started off with M into Vapor into Steven. As there's Tagoe with a monster play, Art, but no +2s this time. Into the skips. Gold, Leah, Larahuo, into Jenna.
That is one of those sorts of moods here that it doesn't hurt your opponent, but it might help you in the long run.
Oh, but Sting, the 0 sugar switch back to yellow. Did Tagoe fade it well? Good play
It
from
would
Sting.
be impressive.
Oh, well, we'll see. So far, that was a good play because it flushed a wild at the very least. And Sting gonna roll with the green. Tagoe with a double play. What will it be from Stingray? Back to yellow. He gets the yellow he wants. But Tagoe with the number of fish in the bad Brad. Sting goes back to green with a crossover.
Good grief.
In the gun from Brad. Does Tagoe have any more green? We saw that double play from him earlier. What will Tagoe have now? Holding up right here. Plan A so far, already gotta think.
It's gonna run out at one
Oh,
of
that's
these times.
game.
Game
Humongous.
7
Game
is coming
7
out.
quad play. Nothing really to say on that one, Ard. That was plan A all day.
That
Pretty
was
much.
straight up. That was straight up Plan A.
I mean, Sting, did you have something saved or no defense to that, man? Let's see what he had. I don't really think he had defense to that. It's crazy, Art, because realistically, he only had two. He really, Ty, all you had was just blue and yellow, blue and green. That was it for the most part. You really got lucky with the yellow ran at the right time. Yeah, I didn't have anything better than 2W+4s. Yeah, there's his own. Yeah, it's. That's hard to beat, Art, especially since we've seen it where you get one of those bad boys sometimes. You can play defense, but you get two of them, and nothing really on the back end can go that way. So crazy how it's worked out, though. Game 7, you look at the stats, both guys have been relatively even, other than Tagoe on the +2s. It's been relatively even game for the most part, everything else. So it'll come down, I think, number efficiency, because the light switching has been the story. 56 combined switches. That's going to get the job done in any department. I think combined it's 28 average. You think the switching will be the ultimate key to get the win here, or do you think there's going to be another factor? Give us the X factor before we get into this game set, because that was pretty much a plan A game. I don't really think I could ask much other than Tagoe used what 3, 4, 5, half the deck of his 14 with more than half was action cards. Not much to say on that one.
Yeah, I think with how Stingray might go with this last one, I think it's spent the light switching. There's no way that we're not going to go for this next game without multiple light switches and a bunch of different strategies here.
Well, we're going to go full send. It's game 7. I mean, that's all you can really ask for. It's the last game for both guys. One season will end right here. We'll move on to play Gerard. For the fans, as Jay would say, here we go, 15 cards. Can Christian Tagoe steal 1 from 3 winners? Sting closes out in 7. Underway with the Monkey 3. Here we go, Art.
This is going to be a long one.
We'll see. Sting calling out Vapor there.
Wow.
And, well, back to Monkey. There we go.
Yeah,
Go for it.
that's interesting right there.
Time Tagoe going to be the one to go back on Sting's favorite move to cross over. And Sting decides to go not so fast into 83. How about that, Art? Quads 3. How about Quid 3 in the rainbow again? Off the starter pack rainbow. Starter pack
wow.
Skittles. Are you kidding me?
We already got more Skittles out.
At this point, we went through tropical, wild berry, and all the flavors of this raid. Here comes Sting.
We even got the sour flavor.
Wow. Sour as well. Or speaking of switching, how about this? Every single turn we're on the switch. The electric bill is off the charts. Here we go again in the back. Trip say we got we did another double rainbow. How about that within the first? What is that? 8 card double rainbow?
We got a double rainbow.
Oh my god, we're gonna try to start this again?
Don't go triple. Don't go triple rainbow.
No, I don't know if I can eat that much sugar. I think it'll be done at the end of the night. The bill's at $5,000 the way we go.
Yeah. If we don't have the money for that.
Only guy that might have it is we go into a red 3. We'll see what Jay will do as we continue to skyrocket it up.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of switching, but nothing really yielding other than Tagoe with a chance here to 500,000 to take advantage with this early draw from Sting. Another one. Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness. It's skyrocketing.
We've hit Pandora's and then some. Still nothing from both on action cards other than Tagoe.
You turn the lights on, then you turn them back off.
Okay,
that was kind of first off a little unnecessary.
That was not it.
That was absolutely necessary. What are you talking about?
Nah, that wasn't.
That was absolutely necessary.
It helps the plot.
Absolutely.
Okay, whatever.
Or probably gonna... Jay wants into it. We'll go to the blue here.
Tagoe, I'm sending you an invoice, man. We're sending you an invoice for this power bill. Goddamn.
Yeah, can you also send one to Stingray, man?
I'll send him $2.
Both of them gotta pay.
A lot of switching on the table tonight.
No
We're
light
going to the
switching too
plus
much.
2
Our
from
power
Sting.
bill's too high.
Back to green, Mike. What is?
Good.
I think we gotta call PG&E.
Real.
Classic California power company out there.
Oh my goodness.
We might start experiencing rolling blackouts.
Let's not talk about that. Plus 4
Yeah.
from Sting.
And that ends the game. GG.
Okay. I think he just revealed one of his cards.
Oh, he did.
Oh. Wait a minute.
No way.
Wait a minute.
Eli Gabbert, a
Is it
student in
from-
the School of Reeds.
Just from 8
Wait
back.
a minute.
Gotta follow KT's lead.
This is a
Oh
massive play. This
my
might be it. Quad.
It-
Yeah, it's got to be it.
For
Here
the
comes-
win.
Well, it's either going to be for the winner, get the 7, and then the 8th play will be the finisher. Let's find out. Yeah, there it is. Called it. Humongous run.
Tagoe! Oh my
Wow.
goodness!
Eli,
Tagoe
what a
is
read.
phenomenal.
What a read, Eli. Good God. That is
Sting,
absurd.
did you have
man.
did you have a plus 4?
God.
Sting? Oh,
Oh, it was a joke.
yeah,
But I called the game ending, bro.
Bo
That's
called it.
crazy.
He's in. You're welcome to the School of Reeds. May I take your order?
I had to go to Tagoe here with a question, though. Tagoe, forget the light bill for a second, man. Do you think a lot of the executionable plays call it decoy? Yeah. Well, Jay, it was just a bad timing moment right there. Ty, you think about a lot of the switching? Do you think a lot of the switching ultimately came down to you needed a little bit more of the back end number efficiency, or do you think the early switching basically allowed you to run through the clag, the early cards of numbers, and you became a little bit more prone to, let's say, draw city? Because that one green draw city, you seem to had a big profit off of. Go for it. Let me know what you got.
Those light switches, they allowed me to be a little bit more loose with how I was playing, and
All right.
yeah, especially in the green, it really profited.
Well,
Yeah.
Tagoe, you know what's coming, buddy. Rematch, round 2 last year, you and G. I know you're looking forward to that one. Thoughts on playing G again?
Well, I mean, I'm out of the first round. I've made it past the first round in what? It's been 3 tournaments. The last time was T2. Forget playing G. I'm just trying to go all the way.
Oh. Yeah, playing G. G's
Trying to
been more.
defend
There
that
we
belt,
go.
man. He's trying to defend that belt.
Sting, good season, man. Obviously, I'm going to you here. Maybe not what you want at the end there. Was that last game ultimately the light switching, the rainbows, the skills, all that? Were you just trying to set something up, or was it a case of more numbers and we're just hoping for ISO? Because I'm not sure what to really say. Or that was a case of ISO and just trying to find something at the end of the day. That's really all I got.
Yeah, that was pretty much what was going on there, and right there, Stingray said couldn't find anything. Basically, once he just didn't find anything else, and basically then at that point, Tagoe smelled blood in the water and took advantage.
Yeah, it was a disaster. Disasterly combo. I know what you were trying to say there. But that was ridiculous hard. I mean, that was a way downtown. My grandfather's hand has not. Whoa. What?
That's
What in
kind
the grammar?
It could be.
that's
There
kind
you
of
go.
interesting.
No.
Okay then. Father Time is always undefeated, but in that case, Father Time was in the favor of Tagoe as he ran through the light tunnel. Art, final thoughts, man. Really interesting series. A lot of plan A, a lot of really back and forth, I would say. Sting ran early, then Tagoe found a way the last 3 games, and he keeps this season alive.
Yeah, he really has, and I think for Tagoe now, he said it earlier. He wants to try to go all the way. He'll try to get that going in the next round against G.
Gonna be Tagoe G, boys. Again, we saw this last year. It was the exact same matchup. We saw this with Logan DJ. We saw that went same matchup round 1. DJ got revenge. In this case, does G get revenge on Tagoe? We'll see. We all know what can happen in rematches. Anything can happen. That's the key. We'll go to the bracket, though, one more time. Keep in mind, it's going to be G Tagoe. Then tomorrow will be Nick and Steven. That's going to be at 8:30. Less than 24 now. And then Andy Drip. And that means that will be it for the pod. Is tomorrow we'll know most of this bottom half of the apocalyptic August tunnel region. It goes quick in the old AA, and we're not even in August yet. That's how funny that is. But for myself and Ard, only had 2 streams, but it was a long day on the table. A lot of non-streams being played today. Tomorrow we'll kick it off bright and early at 11 a.m. with Seth Cole, Goldie Cap, another playoff game. Should be a fun one. And then we'll roll right into it with Lamas Bowtie, Hockey Brian, non-streams, then some streams tomorrow with Andy Drip and Peter Austin and the aforementioned Nick and Steven for another 6-pack of action on a Tuesday here in the Apocalyptic August tournament. For myself and Nard, it's been a pleasure. Congratulations to Christian Tagoe. Moving on to play Gina Toxic 32. Congratulations to Tagoe as well for getting 100 career wins, making 102, a couple extra in the old pack right there as he looks for more in T5. And for Sting on a great season, we'll see him around in the parts of the league and next year as well. Thank you guys for coming out, and we will see you tomorrow bright and early at 11 a.m. with Seth and myself calling Captain Goldie. Have a good night. This has been a presentation of MRE Division 1.